What's the worst thing you've ever seen online?
Drinking 5k calories gain a shake.
Feed me, please.
Hey everybody, it's Tony with Big T Bariatric and I'm back at you with another video, and today we're going to talk about a lunatic named Every Thick. This guy is chowing down on 4,000 to 5,000 calories per day to intentionally gain weight while he's eating all kinds of cake and pizzas and drinking all these gainer shakes and everything else. He likes to get on TikTok and share his journey while jiggling his belly, as you probably saw in the opening clip, and talking about how fatphobic it is that people don't like what he's doing. Now there's part of me who honestly wonders if this is a parody account or if he's really doing this to himself. I don't know. I can't imagine somebody who used to be skinny who is intentionally trying to gain weight and glorifies obesity in the way he's doing. I don't see any other fat activist out there who's doing it quite like Every Thick is doing. In my opinion, the fat activists got fat, and so now they joined the fat liberation movement in order to justify their behavior. I don't know any of them who started off skinny and is continuing to go down this route to intentionally gain weight for some absurd reason. I just don't get it whatsoever. Now this video isn't going to be very long because there's not a lot of interesting clips of this guy. All of the clips that I've seen are pretty much the same, but I picked out a few that I'm going to react to on here. But before we get into reacting, please do me a huge favor by looking down below and seeing if you're subscribed to my channel. If you're not, hit that button for me. We are close to 10,000 subscribers. Help me get there. That's my goal for this year. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let's get the algorithm juices going. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's get right into it.
I can do exercise if I want. Gaining weight doesn't affect your ability.
This is partially why I wonder if this is a parody account. Because this guy did, what, 4 or 5 jumping jacks? And then he's out of breath and waving his hand like, oh, I just did the biggest workout I've done in months. But then he says gaining weight doesn't affect his ability to exercise? He just kind of proved himself wrong there. He did 4 or 5 jumping jacks, got exhausted and out of breath doing that, decided to stop because he needed to sit down because of his weight. And then he says, I don't think gaining weight affects my ability to exercise. I mean, it's plain as day to me that absolutely gaining weight affects your ability to exercise. You're not able to do as much as you normally could. I remember my days fondly of being almost 700 pounds and could barely walk 5 steps without nearly dying of a heart attack and being out of breath. I could only imagine what this guy's going through. Used to be skinny, used to be in shape, used to sunbathe and probably worked out. Somewhere along the line, this guy decided that gaining weight and getting fat and being lazy was going to be his lifestyle of choice. And we're the fat phobes if we want to question that. It's not only reckless, but it's completely dangerous. He's destroying his body for no good reason whatsoever than for some stupid fat liberation message. That is, if that's exactly what he's doing. Again, I don't know if this is a parody account or not.
This used to be me before gaining weight. I was just a skinny guy, but I wanted to get bigger. So I finally started to eat the foods I wanted to eat, without caring about the opinions of others. I started to gain weight and guess what? I loved it. I feel more confident and happy than when I was skinny. And can we also agree that fat is beautiful? At the end I'm getting the body I want, just like others when they go to the gym to gain muscle. I do the same, but gaining fat. And both ways of gaining are valid. We both work to get the bodies we want. And there should be no hate to fat bodies. Most of the gym dudes are fatphobes, and we shouldn't listen to them. They are jealous of us because we learn to love our bodies better than them, and they need to make everyone think that they are sup. But gaining fat is as valid as gaining muscle, and we fat gainers should be respected. It's time for the world to accept that fatness is as valid as a lifestyle as fitness, and that there's nothing wrong with getting fat and glorify obesity. So let's keep gaining weight And let's be proud of our bodies.
Man, there's only so much of that I could take of that guy jiggling his fat. It's like some sexual fetish for him. I don't understand what he's doing on camera, all these videos, just shaking his belly like that, like it's the greatest feeling in the entire world. I don't know. But he goes on to talk about how we should respect him and his decision to gain weight the same way we should respect somebody who's in the gym gaining muscle. It's a completely different process. You're not working to gain weight. You might think it's work because you're eating all these calories, but you're just giving into a food addiction. There's no work involved at all. In fact, the amount of work you're doing is limited. In fact, the more you move around, the more you risk losing weight. So that's what you're doing. You're doing very, very little. You're not going to the gym. You're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. You're just sitting at home and consuming these thousands and thousands of calories because that's the lifestyle you want to live. It's a life of gluttony and laziness, and you think that we should honor you and respect you for that? That's an absolutely terrible thing. And plus, you're putting it out there. You're putting this message out there, and it's okay to glorify obesity when it's not. Guess what? There are plenty of idiots on his TikTok encouraging him and cheering him on. Let me show you a few of them right here.
You're doing it.
Doing what?
Turn your popo, Peter. How is it?
Bangarang.
He does not deserve our respect. He's not earning the body that he wants the same way that somebody who goes to the gym. Somebody who goes to the gym is actually being responsible, is actually working out, is actually putting effort into looking good, feeling good, and being healthy. Now, some people can take that to the extreme, the same way that he's taking this to the extreme. But we should never respect somebody who wants to intentionally destroy themselves the way that he is. And then putting this on TikTok is sending the message and saying that we need to glorify this. We need to glorify people gaining weight. This is the extreme side of the fat liberation movement that we don't need whatsoever. When we see all these fat activists going on TikTok and saying we need more fat representation and we need more fat role models, this is the result of that. More skinny people saying that it's fat phobic to want to go to the gym and work out. It's fat phobic to say anything is wrong with what he's doing when it's completely wrong. And then there's all these skinny people deciding that they want to destroy their bodies. For what reason? To give some sort of message? Is that really a body that you want? And he seems really young. So a lot of the side effects of his obesity aren't going to hit him yet. He's looking at his stretch marks and he's saying, oh, these are beautiful. Stretch marks are wonderful. He sees his belly getting bigger and he gets some sort of sexual fetish out of jiggling his fat. And everything is great right now. He thinks people like him because he's getting fatter right now. But when the side effects and the pain and the agony that comes on as a result of gaining that weight, then he's going to definitely have a problem with it. Then he's going to totally regret doing this.
Sometimes I miss my old body. But once you start gaining, you can't stop, and just want to keep going to grow a bigger belly. Gaining is my passion, and it made me learn my body is as beautiful and valid as a gym body. We both worked hard to achieve our dream bodies, even if they are different. Be proud of your lifestyle and body. Don't get manipulated by fake gym motivation posts. That's not happiness.
Dude, this guy's grossing me out totally. He talks about not being manipulated by the gym motivation post. Dude, you're the one being manipulated by the fat industry. You're the one who's buying all the McDonald's and the pizzas and the cakes, and you're drinking all these shakes and everything else to try to gain weight. You're the one who's being manipulated and lied to. There's nothing glorious about your fat body, nothing whatsoever. If it's your dream body, then I feel sorry for you. I don't know what's wrong with you mentally that you think that that's your dream body and that you're trying to work hard for. Because nothing good is going to come of that. It's not making you happier. In the moment you get happy because you're drinking all that sugar, and that sugar gets you high, and so you feel good for a moment. But that's all it's doing for you. It's all in your brain. The fat body itself, the fat that's hanging off you, is doing absolutely nothing for you whatsoever. That's not the thing that's making you happy. You think it is because you get the side effect of all that sugar and all that consumption. All you're doing is feeding an addiction, and that's really why you can't stop. But at the end of the day, you are only killing yourself. It's not fat phobic to say so. I don't know what else to say about this guy. Like I said, this video is short. I cannot watch any more freaking videos of him jiggling his stomach like that, like it's the greatest thing in the entire world. Somehow he's sexualizing that. That's some sort of fetish for him. And the food is just an addiction. But he's going to get to a point where he completely regrets everything he's doing. And it's going to take him years to get that back off. There are a lot of people in this world who need some mental help. Anybody who's a fat activist, anybody who glorifies obesity, glorifies their size, and they completely disregard real science that says how dangerous this is, absolutely needs some sort of mental help. But that's the thing, a lot of people will say, well, let him do what he wants to do. There's no harm in that, when there's absolutely harm in that. If you really cared about somebody, you wouldn't want them to harm themselves. If you saw them actually harming themselves, doing something to themselves that's going to kill them one day, you're complicit. You have blood on your hands if you're going to just sit by and say that's a beautiful thing. Let him do what he wants to do. Let him live how he wants to live. But worse than that is he's putting it on TikTok and there's people cheering him on thinking this is a good thing. I actually saw posts from people saying that they wish they could be his feeder. How gross is that? That's absolutely disgusting. So not only is he doing this and he's killing himself, he's glorifying obesity, and there's other people who are going to see it. This is sort of the Nikocado avocado effect. Getting fatter and fatter on camera, posting videos, getting followers, and so you just keep eating all this gross food on camera to make money. And all it's doing is harming people. So this guy's going to do what Nikocado did. All these followers, he's going to get millions of people following him. He's going to get rich doing this. And he's only going to get even more followers. And there's going to be more people who want to do this to get rich, to glorify fatness. And it's only going to make the whole fat liberation thing grow. And it's absolutely disgusting to me. Anyways, everybody, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. I'm sorry this video is short. Again, like I said, I cannot watch any more videos from this guy. But also, school started back up this week, so I got a lot of homework to do. But anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless you.